Lesson 65 is on ratio problems involving totals. Okay, so up to this point, we've learned how to draw the ratio box. Everybody remembers that? Okay, so here's what a ratio box looks like from what we've learned so far. We did actual count. No, we did ratio first. Ratio first, and then we did actual count. Okay, and who remembers what we put here and here? Yes?
Like what the ratio?
Whatever we're comparing. You're exactly right. Okay. Now, this lesson is not just learning about those two things, but also involving a total. So maybe they tell us the total of something, okay? So, this I want you to label total at the bottom. Okay? The first two are still for those boxes to compare, and then the last one is total. So, for example, this is an example. The ratio of boys to girls, someone put boys to girls, B and G, at the concert was 5 to 4. So the ratio is 5 to 4. 5 to 4. So every 5 boys, there are 4 girls. So what is the total number of ratio for the boys and girls? 9. Okay? Now, they didn't tell us that. We had to figure that out. Okay? Then it says this. If there were 180 children at the concert, how many girls were there? So they tell us there's 180 children. Where is it going to go? 180 boys? 180 girls? 180 boys and girls. Down at the bottom. All right. Now, the question is what? What is my question they're asking me? How many girls are there? So I'm going to put a G right here or an X or whatever, question mark, whatever you want to do. Okay, now there are 2 ways you can do this problem. Does anybody remember the easy way I taught you? Yes?
Cross multiply.
Okay, there's actually an easier way. We are going to cross multiply.
Divide.
Okay, let's do that way first, and then I'll teach you the easy way. Okay, so what we would do we even need this? Are they asking us about this at all? No. So, you don't, basically you kind of rid yourself of that in your head. You don't even pay attention to this. You take the numbers that you need to know something about and what you know everything about. Did you hear what I said? You want one that has everything you know everything about and one that has what you want to know about. Okay, so now what you're going to do is just put the ratio on top of each other, 4 over 9, then you're going to put it equals, and you're going to put G over 180. Okay, and then we're going to cross multiply. All right, so that's what we'll do. So I will go 9 times G equals 180 times 4. You may know what 180 times 4 is?
720.
Thank you. I got it too. So this is 720. So now my new problem is 9 times G equals 720. What would I do to answer this problem? Yes?
Divide.
Divide. Okay? This is saying 9 times what equals 720, and to figure that out, you divide. Okay? And we would end up getting 80. Okay? So how many girls are there?
80.
80. So it didn't ask us this question, but based on what we just figured out, how many boys are there? 100. Because there's 180 total, and if 80 of them are girls, then we know that 100 of them are boys. Everybody understand?
Where
All
did
right.
you get the 8 though?
8.
Oh, you did 9.
Did I go too fast?
In the division she was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Did I go too fast? Were you looking at something? Okay. Sorry. I can go slower if you want me to next time. Okay, so here's what I want y'all to see now. They've given us this information. We came up with that information. All right? There's actually an easier way to do this than that, but a lot of times it doesn't work because sometimes things don't work or go into it. What I mean by that is, can I figure out what they call, I just went blank.
Oh, I know.
What was it called?
I forget what it's
Help
called,
me
but it's
figure
like with the 9 times something. You
Yes.
get 180.
So basically, I'm trying to figure out 9, and what am I going to use here to get to 180? Who? Gracie. 9 times what equals 180? 20, right? Okay? So, I would do times 20. So basically everything else would be 2 times 20. This is our function. Is that right? Function? Function.
I think that's right.
I think that's right. Gosh, I'm like 3 weeks of break and I'm going blank. Okay, so this is our function. Okay, and a lot of times, like let's say this said 75. Can I figure out a function for that?
No.
No. Okay, and you'll have to do your cross multiplying method. Okay, so if you cannot figure out a function to go 9 times what equals this, you're going to have to do the cross multiplying because it will give you the answer that way. Okay? Does everybody understand? All right then. Let's try another one. These are not real hard, so. All right, this one says a ratio of football players to soccer players. Okay? Draw your ratio box again. Ratio, actual count. Football to soccer, is that right? Football. And what goes at the bottom? What goes at the bottom?
Total.
Total, very good. So go ahead and draw your box. All right, and it says the ratio of football to soccer. Make sure you're not putting soccer to football. Important that you don't do that. You put football to soccer just like it says. Football to soccer in the room was 5 to 7.
Aww.
More soccer players. All right, then it tells us that the football and soccer players in the room totaled 48. Where's that going to go? Total, which side?
Right.
It's actual count. It's actually the amount, the people there. 48, okay? And it says, how many were football players? This is the question we want to know right there.
Wait, would the total and the ratio be 12?
Very good. What you would need to realize is, you know what? I have something I need to know about, but I don't have another one that I know everything about. Uh-oh, what do I do? And so you would say, okay, I need to add 7 plus 5 to get 12 right there. Because we have to have a row that we know everything about. Okay? We have to have a row that we know everything about. Say that again. Say that for me.
There has to be a row that you know everything
Thank
about.
you, Lane. Everybody else now.
There has to be a row.
There has to be. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to perform any kind of problem. So you have to have one that you know everything about, and you have to have one that you need to know about. Whatever the question is, okay? Now, there are 2 ways to do this. Let's do it the cross multiply way. Do I even need this information right here?
No.
No. So I'm going to mark it out. We don't even need it. Okay? So basically what you're going to do is still put 5 over 12 equals, and I'm going to put an F there, F over 48. Does everybody see how we did that? Okay? Then you're going to cross multiply 12 times F equals 48 times 5, 240. All right, so now our new problem is 12 times F equals 240. So I divide by 12, divide by 12. 240 divided by 12 is 20. Got it? So my answer to the football players is 20. And then they asked me after that, how many soccer players are there? You would say 28, because we know 20 plus 28 equals 48. Okay? What was the second way we could have done that?
Well, 12 times 4 equals
Very good.
48.
Figure out the functions.
So
12 times what?
I think
Equals
the red wants to
48
go now.
times 4. Okay? So we would just do times 4 for all of these. And as you can see, we still got the same answers. Okay? I actually think this way is a lot easier, okay? But a lot of times you won't be able to figure out the function and you'll have to do it the cross multiply way. Okay? You there? Because I know you left. Do you understand everything?
Not completely.
Okay, I'll sit with you in just a minute. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. All right. That is lesson 65.